Hi, my name's Claire Shaw and I'm an independent consultant with Arbonne. I first heard about the business 4 years ago from a friend when she joined, and at that time in my life I didn't feel I needed a plan B or a side income. There wasn't for me that need for the business. I did, however, love the products, so I joined as a preferred client so that I could get a discount whilst using the amazing products that they have. But then when my little baby grew up, well, not completely, but she started preschool, and I wanted to make sure that I could have a job that worked around her hours so that I could stop being out in the evenings for her and be there for bedtime, because obviously my extra activities that are for personally for me, I can work around her, but for work you have to be there at a set time and you have to come home obviously when they tell you to. So it meant that I missed out on doing the bedtime routine, which is what I wanted to get back. And I also obviously wanted to get back that extra time in the evening with my husband so that I could have that quality time with him. So I spoke to my friend because she had managed to successfully work her business around her family and their commitments. So I wanted to make sure that the opportunity was still there and it was still as amazing as it is. And then I spoke to my friend and my family and decided to jump in. So today I want to share the opportunity with you. This is an opportunity that I feel everyone needs to know. Everyone may not need it, but they do still need to know about it. So obviously today you might not need that side income and you might not want that plan B, but you never know when you might need it. So it's always nice to have it there, just to have that knowledge. So Arbonne transforms lives through pure botanically based ingredients in scientifically tested products that are a pure healthy lifestyle and pure joy of helping others. It was founded in 1975 by a botanist called Peter Mork. He had a vision to create pure, safe and beneficial products that were results driven so that he knew they would work. There wasn't anything out there really on the market that were the same scale of what he was doing, so he wanted to give people that opportunity. But alongside that, he also wanted to create a business opportunity that could help people transform their lives as well. So the company started in America, and in 2006 they branched out into Canada. 2007 they moved over into the UK and into Australia. And in 2014 they moved into Poland, and 2016 they went into Taiwan and New Zealand. So they are now over 7 countries and doing amazing. So our products combine the best of science, nature, and are plant-based. They have a Swiss heritage that also across to European standards. They have the highest quality ingredients and are also clinically tested. So they're not just clinically tested, but they're also blind tested. So we don't just do testing within Arbonne. We send them across to another company with plain packaging, so that when they are testing the products and giving it the results for those products, they don't know who they come from, so we can get complete unbiased results for it, and that's amazing. And then we're also never tested on animals, and none of our ingredients are tested on animals either, which is why we have the certification for vegan. And we're also gluten-free certified and kosher. We also have the Informed Sports stamp. So this means that professional athletes and the forces can actually use these and still be safe to do so. So our ethos at Arbonne is pure, safe and beneficial, and they have a long list of products that they won't use. But that is a product that Peter Mork refuses to allow in his products, not a list of products that the government say that you're not allowed to use. So there are a lot of things that he's found that are not good for the skin and are not good for people to use, but the government still allow it. So obviously other companies can still use these. They can still use mineral oil, say, as a cheap bulking agent in their products, but Arbonne never will. It's the same as saying, well, you can still smoke, but the government say it's bad for you, but they're still going to allow it. So to me, obviously that's the way my brain works it, as the same as, you know, we know that these things aren't great for us, and they keep telling us about the sodium lauryl sulfate of how it's not great to use, but yet they don't tell people not to put it in their shampoo. So obviously that's the way my brain just connects it to the smoking analogy. So within Arbonne, there are over 500 products, skincare ranges, nutrition range, personal care and makeup. Within our skincare range, we have lots of different ranges. So there is one for 18 to 30-year-olds that has a lower, it still has the anti-aging range in it, but it's not obviously as much because it's aimed at younger skin, but it's aimed there to prevent the aging, so that you start it at a younger age. And then you have the full anti-aging range, which actually has 9 anti-aging elements in it, whereas most products only have 7. Then we have the men's range and the Clear Future range. For the Clear Future range is actually for spot-prone skin, and then we have a calm range for sensitive skin and a treatment range as well within the skincare. We have our nutrition range, which keeps coming out on top. Every time that it's tested and reviewed, it comes out on top over the companies and within itself. It is an amazing range. We have our sports range within that and our healthy supplements as well to help throughout the body. Then we have our personal care range. So everything from our shampoos to our body washes. We have our baby range, which is absolutely amazing and has so many uses. We also have our essential oils. Our essential oils are 100% oil. They aren't watered down in any way. And we have our home spa range, which is absolutely beautiful. Our makeup range has Optilight technology, so that it helps reflect the light. So it's also been used at the Oscars, New York Fashion Week, and on film sets. Now this is because of the Optilight technology in it. It helps so they have less to filter out afterwards, because the fact that the makeup's there helping them do their job. All these products are consumable products, which is what makes this company have a great business. Because if you say you're selling a house or selling a table, say if you're selling a table to a family, they need a dining room table and you sell it to them. Unless they've got two dining rooms, they're only going to need that one table that one time. Dining room tables last a long time. So then you're going to have to find a new customer to continue to make money. And each time you're going to have to find that new customer. Whereas because if we've got consumable products, we don't have to keep finding those new customers. We find the customer, we obviously advise them on what product to use, and because they are so good and because they work, they come back to us when it runs out. And obviously, you know, if it's a nutrition product, it lasts for a month. So they would replace that every month. So that is an income that you've got coming into you every month, which is why the business works so great, because of the fact that it is based on consumable products. So why social marketing is the way we use and the way we sell our products. And we do this because it has become, it's more and more people are using the internet to shop nowadays. That they're getting the time to go into the shop isn't always there, but obviously with the internet it does help that you can get it delivered to yourself, and it makes it a lot of a quicker process. However, the traditional retail is still there within some companies, even on the internet. But social marketing, it has become a bigger and bigger business over the last couple of years. So with traditional retail, obviously you start with your manufacturer and you have to send it to your wholesaler, and then they send it over to their warehouse, which it can sit for however long, and then sell it onto and then you have your sales force to help sell it, and then it goes to your retailers, and then you can buy it from that shop. Each one of these sections have to be paid. So when you're buying your shampoo or your, say, night cream for a couple of pounds, that's great that you've got this bargain of a night cream, but the cost of that £2, that's got to cover all these overheads. So by the time they've covered all that, the actual amount that they've got to pay out for the ingredients that make that night cream isn't very much. So you're paying pounds for these ingredients that only pay pence. that only cost pence, and that can only cost pence because if they cost any more, they're not going to make any profit. Sorry. So with social marketing, it goes straight from the manufacturer. People go onto your website and they buy it, and it goes straight through to them. So it cuts out all those middlemen and helps keep the price down. But because they help keep the price down, they can keep the product ingredients at a higher quality. So for when our products have ever been, when Harrods sold our night cream, it was £450-ish in their shop, whereas on the website it's £75. And that's the difference between the markup of having to pay all of these extra heads because just to sell it on a traditional retail. It's the same product, it's the same amazing ingredients, but if you want to have amazing high quality ingredients, you've got to pay for them. So if you're then having to pay on top of that lots of different overheads, then you're going to end up with a really, really high priced product just to be able to keep the high quality. So obviously for us, for Arbonne, they didn't want to do that. They wanted to be able to make it so that it was affordable and still high quality. So we have one of the best compensation plans in the business, and it is a business that you can work part-time around your job, around your other commitments. You know, you might love your job, like obviously nurses who train for years, they love what they do, but it doesn't mean that they want to do that forever, and they don't want to work full-time forever. So having this as a side income or a plan B works great, especially as well if those are in self-employed. You can work this alongside your own business, and then when you're on holiday, obviously on your normal self-employed business, you wouldn't get paid because you're not working. Whereas with this, you are, and especially the fact that we're over 7 different countries, so which also go over different time zones. So obviously, if you've got a part of your business is in Australia, you're getting paid while you sleep, which is absolutely amazing because it just works brilliantly. Now we advertise through word of mouth. It's an amazing way of doing it. Some of the food companies that do the boxes, they do it as well, and they obviously encourage you to share with your family and friends that you've had this box and how amazing it is, and they go, right, well, we'll give you £20 for doing that for us. But you get that £20 once. With Arbonne, you switch to using your Arbonne products from your own shop at cost price, and then you say to your family and friends when they say, wow, your skin's looking great, what have you done? Switch to Arbonne. And they go, right, I want to try that. And obviously they buy it through your website and you get paid on that. But you get paid every time, not just once, every time. So to get that website and to start the business, it costs £56. To keep it renewing every month, it is, every year. It always does me on that one. Every year it's £22 to renew. So it's a £56 cost on the first year, and then £22 every year after that you want to continue doing your business. That gives you the whole website platform. Basically, it's a business in a box. It's all there for you, already made. And that's not £56, and then you have to go out and set all that up. It's already set for you. And again, it is only paid once a year. It's not monthly. And then, as I say, you get to buy your products at cost. And when you've registered under the tax, you can also business expense them as well. So when you're buying products for people to try, obviously you can business expense that. And then obviously as soon as others start shopping through your site, you start getting paid. So what do we get paid? Our amazing compensation plan starts as your first level. You work to your first promotion, which is district manager. At district manager, the average income is £151, and the average time to get to this is 7 months. It's different for everybody. I know some that have got to it quicker and have a higher income of £500 a month. It all depends. The income depends on how much time and effort you can put into the business. I'm I'm literally a walker. So there's a walker, there's a jogger, and there's a runner, obviously, in terms of how much effort you can put into the business. I plod along, and obviously that means that for me personally, it will take longer to get where I want to be until I decide to put that extra effort in. And then once you put that extra effort in, you will obviously notice the difference, because it is a network, it is a network business that you've got to work. It isn't something that is just a quick scheme. It is something that you have to work, and you have to work hard at. But yeah, so the second promotion level is area manager, and that average monthly income is £868, and the average time to get to that is 19 months. Now, at this time, your business becomes willable, and this is what I absolutely love about this company, is that when I hit area manager, I can will my business to my children, and God forbid, if anything happens to me, that they've got that money coming in no matter what. And not only have they got it, but they can will it to their children, and they can will it to their children. And it is actually 6 generations deep that they can be willed to. So as long as people are still obviously buying through my shop, my kids will still earn that money. And I think that's absolutely amazing. I've never heard of anybody else doing that. I mean, yes, you can put in your will that your last income, your last paycheck goes to your husband or goes to your kids, but not that it continues to do so. Our third promotion level is regional vice president, and this average income is about £3,500, and average time takes 36 months. Now, again, my sponsor, she took 12 months to get to this, but she worked her little bum off. She really did. She put a lot of hard work in to get to that stage. And she continues to put a lot of hard work in, but she also, as I say, works around her family, and she manages it brilliantly. At this level, you also get a cash bonus for your white Mercedes. It's white because it is a pure, safe, beneficial company. So to advertise the pure part, obviously it's white, but that is your cash bonus to lease or rent or buy your white Mercedes to drive around. And I drove one the other week, and it was amazing. So I cannot wait for that level. Then the final and fourth promotion level is national vice president. Now, again, you get the cash bonus for the Mercedes. It's slightly higher, and it's about just under 13,000 a month. Now, some people, the average time is 57 months. Some people have done this in 3 or 4 years. Some people have done it within a couple of years. Some people take 20 years. Again, it's how much you can put into becoming, how much time and effort you can put into it to get it to where it is. So the more you work and the harder you work, obviously the quicker you will go through things. But obviously that's just the way any job works. You've got to work for it to be able to get there. So where would you see yourself? So there are 3 different options, well 4, within Arbonne. There's the independent consultant like me who pays £56 a year. I get my business. I also get my 35% off of my products, and on the bundle products I get 50% off. Some people just do it for the products. Like if you are buying your products monthly and you want your 35% off, you can pay that £156 a year and then £22 a year to renew, and you can have your products. You don't have to run the business. You can just do it for the products, and some people do. As I was before, there's the preferred client stage, which is you pay your £25 for your first year, and you get 20% off of your products, and then of the bundle products you get 40% off, and then you pay £17 a year to renew. This is amazing. You still get the access to the offers, but again, it's slightly less to pay out on your yearly renewal, and it's also then slightly less on the discount. Or you can be a client and just go onto the website and buy outright and pay full price. There's also the host offer, which means that you can host a party and invite your friends and family along to learn about Arbonne. So, dream big. I love this slide. So you are where you are today because of the choices you made yesterday. So if you want to keep doing what you're doing, where will you be in 5 years? And that's the question that hits me the most, is if I keep working where I am and keep doing exactly the same as I'm doing, then in 5 years' time, I'm not going to be anywhere but where I am. I'm still going to be missing out time with my kids, putting them to bed. I'm still going to not have that quality time with my husband. And I'm still not going to be any further within my job because of the hours I can do, there isn't really anywhere to move up either. So is literally, if I keep doing what I'm doing without changing that, then I am going to be exactly where I am in 5 years. And I'm not happy to be where I am now, let alone in 5 years. So instead of asking, what if it doesn't work, you ask yourself, what if it does? It's a small startup fee. It's an amazing business with an amazing community within the business. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, then I know for me personally, I'll get my 35% off my products and I will enjoy using them. But I don't see it not working because this business works as long as you do. So if you work hard, this business will reward you with so much greatness. So that is my presentation for you today. So thank you for listening, and I hope to hear from or see you soon.